In 2025, a team of international explorers and archaeologists ventured deep into the Amazon rainforest, where misty rivers wound like giant serpents. They were following the mysterious tales of the local people about a guardian spirit of the waters, a massive creature said to have swallowed canoes in the blink of an eye. After weeks of excavation and surveys, the team uncovered enormous fossil fragments buried beneath the riverbank mud. When pieced together, they revealed the form of a gigantic crocodile over 12 meters long, with teeth as sharp and dense as blades. The scientists named it Purussaurus imperator, an ancient crocodile that once ruled South America millions of years ago. But the strangest part was yet to come. One night, while the team was camping by the river, the water suddenly began to churn. From beneath the pitch-black surface, a colossal shadow emerged, its glowing eyes reflecting the moonlight. It bore the exact shape of Purussaurus, yet it wasn't a fossil, but a living creature. The locals knelt in reverence, whispering the name of their ancient river god. The explorers froze, torn between terror and exhilaration at the possibility that a surviving branch of this monstrous crocodile had remained hidden in the depths of the Amazon. From that night onward, the river was no longer just a stream of water in their eyes. It became a gateway to the past where ancient legends had never truly vanished. Let's return to the Cretaceous period to discover this terrifying creature. Around 80 million years ago, in the swampy coastal plains of North America, where giant dinosaurs wandered in search of food, there lurked a ruler beneath the water. It was not a dinosaur, but Deinosuchus, the terrible crocodile. This Deinosuchus stretched over 12 meters long, with teeth like massive wooden stakes driven from the sky. It lay hidden in the murky water, motionless as a rotting log, with only its glowing yellow eyes peering above the surface. As the afternoon sun burned red, a herd of hadrosaurs, duck-billed dinosaurs, approached the riverbank to drink. They had no idea that in the shadows beneath their feet, something monstrous stirred. Deinosuchus had waited for hours. When a young hadrosaur dipped its head, the water suddenly exploded. A thunderous crash rang out, spray erupting everywhere. The colossal jaws clamped down on the creature's neck. The herd panicked and fled, churning mud in every direction. The young hadrosaur screamed, but against Deinosuchus's strength, there was no hope. Dragged into the depths, it was spun violently in the infamous death roll, its bones and flesh torn apart. Satiated, Deinosuchus returned to stillness. The swamp grew silent once more, save for ripples stained with red. In the darkness, the ancient giant waited again for its next prey. Here we see the image of three gigantic crocodiles, symbols of ancient power, placed beside humans for comparison. At the top is the modern saltwater crocodile, already considered the ruler of today's rivers. Yet as our eyes move downward, the size swells, revealing the monstrous beings that once existed in the past. In the middle lies Sarcosuchus, the giant of the Cretaceous, stretching over 11 meters long. It once lurked along the ancient rivers of Africa, powerful enough to drag even a dinosaur beneath the water. And finally, at the bottom is Deinosuchus, the most terrifying crocodile in North America's history. Nearly 12 meters long and weighing tens of tons, it was not only the nightmare of any herbivorous dinosaur approaching the river, but also a living testament to the brutal force of evolution. Beside them stands humankind, small, fragile, trembling. This image reminds us that on this planet, there were once predators so colossal that their very presence was enough to strike fear across the land. Around 60 million years ago, after the dinosaurs had vanished, Earth was still ruled by terrifying predators. In the swampy wetlands of South America, where rivers roared and jungles steamed with humidity, two legends of evolution came face to face. Beneath the murky water, Titanoboa, the largest snake to ever exist, moved silently. Stretching over 13 meters, its body was as thick as an ancient tree trunk, each coil strong enough to crush the ribs of any creature unfortunate enough to be caught. It was a predator of silence, a shadow gliding across the water like the serpent of death itself. But today, Titanoboa was not alone in this realm. From the riverbank, A massive, dark shape emerged, Deinosuchus, survivor of the Cretaceous. Its teeth were like spears, its armor like scales, an impenetrable shield. It was the ancient lord of the swamp, their eyes locked. No roar, no warning, only the heavy silence before the storm of violence. Titanoboa struck first, coiling its enormous body around Deinosuchus's back. The swamp shook, water erupting into a frenzy. The snake squeezed, its scales grinding with bone-snapping force. Deinosuchus bellowed, thrashing wildly, then suddenly spun in a violent death roll. The legendary maneuver hurled Titanoboa aside, smashing it against tree roots, turning the water crimson with blood. Yet Titanoboa did not release its grip. Its coils tightened further, crushing down with relentless power, as if to grind the crocodilian giant into dust. Tension crackled in the air. Whichever beast yielded first would perish. At the last moment, Deinosuchus surged upward from the water, jaws gaping like the gates of hell, and clamped down on Titanoboa's neck. A horrific crack echoed through the swamp. Blood spread across the river's surface. At last, Titanoboa loosened its grip, its colossal body slipping into the depths below. Deinosuchus surfaced, victorious but battered, gasping for air. It had not only survived, it had defended its throne as ruler of the swamp.